Leute, es geht weiter. Ich muss mir einfach von den Schock jetzt. Krass. Einfach nur krass, echt. Die ist hier aus dem Fenster, wo die Katze gespielt haben.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Gucken wir mal, wer Edith ist. Edie. Also Edith ist sie ja und Edie ist ihre Oma. Sie sind da unten.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Okay. What the fuck was it?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Krass.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum.
Das ist wohl wahr. Sven und Edie. Odin. Schauen wir mal, Odin ist ein bisschen... Ja, ich kann nicht rechnen. Kopfrechnen ist doof. Aber ist ein bisschen länger. Auf jeden Fall. Ja. Dann fangen wir mal Odin.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
War der Erste.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
jetzt ein bisschen kürzer, aber schauen wir mal, was weitergeht. Okay. Ein Stuhl, eine Was geht denn hier los? Ab. Okay. Mach mal auf hier. So, verstehe.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Irgendein Geheimnis.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
What? Was?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Milton. Er war Künstler. Wow. Okay. Okay. Sind wir hier? Calvin und Sam. Schauen wir mal. Okay. Calvin ist jetzt auch nicht so alt geworden. 11. Sam aber ein bisschen länger. Okay. Verstehe.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Opa.
And that he never talked about him.
Dass er niemals über ihn sprach. Warum wohl? Commander.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Calvin. 11 Jahre.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Schocken! Ich gehe eine Runde schocken. Juhu!
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Yay! Woohoo!
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
Oh, ist das schön.
I think Calvin
Auf einer Seite
always
springen wir
wanted to fly.
natürlich jetzt nicht. Oh nein. Das will er doch nicht.
Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Schaukeln ist
then
mal
maybe
ganz toll.
he'd still be here.
Aber wenn man
But I
runterfällt,
doubt.
ist natürlich nicht gut.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
Okay. Wir wollen uns einen Überschlag schaffen. Irgendwie bin ich langsamer geworden.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Okay. Warte mal, lang. Hoch.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh nein.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same
Das ist
thing.
eine Schaukel. Hm. Shit.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Okay. Okay, dann geht's hier das nächste Mal weiter.